Now we take you to Uganda, where President Yoweri Museveni has signed a cooperation agreement with the leader of an opposition party and former challenger Norbert Mao. The pact between the ruling National Resistance Movement Party and the Democratic Party was signed following a meeting between two leaders at State House Entebbe on Wednesday.
During the signing, President Museveni praised leaders of the Democratic Party for the gesture of mature, foresighted and constructive politics. Mr. Mao has been leader of the opposition party since 2010 and stands out for his eloquence and anti-establishment stance. But the party has suffered internal divisions for several years, which have led to a significant drop in public appeal. And this morning, Dorcas Kimono joins us live from Uganda for more on the signed agreement. Good morning, Dorcas.
Good morning, Joe.
Thanks for joining us. This agreement is one that everyone has, really been wondering why it happened. Tell us what you know at this time.
Okay, now the agreement between President Yoweri Museveni and his counterpart from the Democratic Party is, yes, something that everyone is still wondering about, not because it wasn't supposed to happen, but because it has happened in a shocking manner. Why am I saying shocking manner? So the Democratic Party is the oldest party in this country. It was started in 1954, way before Uganda got its independence in 1962. So it means it has stood test of time, it had endured a lot, and every Ugandan in the opposition side thought or has been counting on DP as the strongest that can ever be. So the meeting happened and people are still shocked because they saw the Democratic Party head as one that had been resilient, that had been persistent, and had been good at challenging government and directing or giving in views that would better serve the nation or nationals in this country. So the Democratic Party head, led by Norbert Mao and the Secretary General Gerard Sranda, when they decided to go and meet the president, it was okay if it had been permitted by the Democratic Party as a whole, having delegates agreeing to go and meet with the ruling party president. But it's their allegations. Party members are coming out and saying Norbert Mao and his Secretary General, the Party Secretary General Gerard Sranda, decided to move on their own. They went on individual merit. They went to source for their individual benefits. And that one, we cannot accuse anyone for being wrong on that point, because just appointing Norbert Mao a day after their agreement tells a lot. It tells volumes about their agreement. Maybe it's obvious that Norbert Mao and Gerard Sranda went there on individual merits, seeking for individual benefits, not as for the party DP.
Have any of the party representatives come out to expressly state the position of the party? Because if I hear you correctly, they're doing this on their own, not in representation of the party. Do we see that the party would maybe eventually come into alignment with what has happened, or are they strongly and firmly opposing this?
Yes, on the contrary. Okay, let me say, yes, they've come out. Like yesterday, we had the members of parliament that are at DP leaning or even from DP stronghold coming out to distance themselves from what Norbert Mao and Gerard Sranda did. They are saying and accusing those two for conniving and wanting to just carry and sell the party. Their party, they claim they have built over years, selling it to the ruling party. So they are coming out to dismiss and distance themselves from what happened. They are even threatening to chase these two from the party. Even when one of them is the president and the other one is the general secretary, they are saying that very soon they are going to have a delegates conference which is scheduled for 14th August, and they hope that's when they will choose and vote another leadership. Why are they doing this? They claim the Democratic Party was supposed to have a meeting, and during which maybe such issues, if the president Norbert Mao had good intentions for the party, should have brought them up, asked the party to second or support or disagree if they wanted. He should have used that to sell his idea and persuade party members to support him. But that didn't happen. Unfortunately, the delegates conference is going to happen when everything has already changed. What makes everyone to wonder more is the Democratic Party, Norbert Mao, president, saying he still wants to remain the party president. Someone has been appointed a minister in the ruling party. This is the NRM. It's not DP for heaven's sake. And you want to be serving in NRM, yet you want to remain as the party president of an opposition political party. It's really raising eyebrows. And yes, I think I understand their feelings when they say they should do away with these two for having allegedly sold their party illegally.
All right, and also, what's the general picture? His backers, I'm talking about Mao now, see the development as a smart idea, bipartisanship, but critics are also seeing this as another attempt by the president to weaken the opposition. Is it, more of the former or latter?
Yeah, it's confusing. It's both. Why? Political analysts say merging or coming together and do such agreements, political parties should always do this because, when you agree to work together, it's good for everyone. After all, when you're divided, you don't do anything. When you stand together, you deliver. So when we look at President Museveni serving as executive head and Norbert Mao coming in to be the Minister for Defense and Constitutional Affairs, it means we are going to get quality services. That's good. Who wouldn't want quality services? And that's what they're saying. It was going to be good if indeed NRM as a party entered into agreement with DP as a party, but not DP, a few members, a few leaders from the DP party. So they're saying if they're merging for the good of the nation, coming to unite Ugandans and propose good governance policies, it's good. It would make sense. Just like what's happening in Kenya, we've seen political parties merging, just like the previous Jubilee that brought together the president and the deputy, Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy Ruto. There were political parties that came together and agreed to work together, and they delivered good leaders. Although now they've separated. Even we see the Azimio la Umoja, which is proposing to come and take over leadership, and even UDA led by Ruto. They are all a merger. They are mergers of very many other political parties, meaning merging and cooperating, working together is no harm. But what these critics, other critics or the critics are saying is for one to do self-seeking. If a political party is going to merge with another political party, let it be as a party. You have to involve other players in the party. Delegates should be consulted. We should have the National Executive Committee approving or having a say on whatever step the president takes. This is not what has happened.
It's interesting that you bring up conversations about mergers, right? The opposition certainly faces an increasingly limited political space to operate in, and President Museveni had previously wooed opposition politicians by offering them positions in government. Are we likely to see more merger in the coming days? And if this happens, do you think, him offering them more positions will be another avenue to sort of calm the aggravated party members who feel like they were not carried along?
Yeah, of course. But maybe if I might say it rightly here is that this was not a merger. It's just the leaders who ran out of the political party. If I am to be corrected on that, by the way, that Norbert Mao and the Secretary General Randa went on individual merit.
Yes.
That it's no longer a rumor. They didn't go as a political party. That's no longer a rumor because political party heads, the head of legal, he has come out to say he wasn't consulted. He doesn't know anything to do with the document. So indeed, these people went on individual merit.
But do you think that he would maybe offer them some political spaces or some, do you think there can be some offerings he can give to them to sort of calm the aggravated party members and make them come around?
Yes, there are rumors to that, but also this is not the first time it's happening. We've seen very many people being fished from political parties like DP. Actually, everyone is asking themselves, why is it seemingly the nearest pond for President Museveni to fish from? Because we've had in the past the Minister for Youth and Children Affairs, Honorable Chenachi Warachinji, was from DP. Unfortunately, she was even replaced by someone also from DP when she was dropped. Her political career went down the drain. But still, they fish from political parties like DP to bring in people. We've seen other people being brought on the table. We've seen the current Minister for Environment and Water is from FDC. we've had very many people being appointed. And currently, yes, nobody more was appointed yesterday as the Minister for Constitutional Affairs. Rumors are there are more people who are going to be appointed. But also, Gerard Sranda, the Secretary General of DP, is nursing ambitions to go to the East African Legislative Assembly, which position, if he's to secure it, he has to cooperate and work closely with the ruling party so that in Parliament he can get enough support, secondment, and maybe he makes it there to the East African Legislative Assembly. So, more people to be appointed, it is more than obvious they will be appointed.
All right. Dorcas, really interesting developments, and great, that we had you to also break it down for us, and of course for the rest of our viewers across Africa. We always look forward to speaking with you, and of course I wish you a great weekend ahead. Thanks for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely, and of course these political steps here and there across the continent, would always happen every now and then. Just like something similar that we might be seeing in Kenya, with Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga finally now merging fences and the latter taken over from Uhuru Kenyatta, who he was opposition to for
even
really,
though
really
in
long
some
time.
way they are sort of strongly denying it, because it was a conversation that came up in the deputy presidential debate, and they're saying this man doesn't want to step down, he wants to keep ruling.
Yeah.
That's why he's
That's why he's
alliance with
handing
him.
over. Yeah, probably.